Hey, Tommy Hayfield back here again. Here I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this controversy I have with MSNBC and NBC. Uh, secret, big secret there is that MSNBC and NBC are really have a lot of FBI people involved there. They've been doing this this kind of chase thing of me, which has been going on for years and years. And when Richmond knows what's going on, maybe they're a little bit confused by the by maybe the disparity of outcomes from all this good work they've been doing downtown. Of course, a lot of well-intentioned people, and it doesn't take many bad apples, as the saying goes. Here I sit in Richmond, maybe 3 or 4 miles from Broad Street down there in Richmond, and when I go out the door, I am presented with the with this virtually every time I walk out the door, this so-called team, team, quote unquote team of subliminal messengers from MSNBC. Yes, they have a team here, and when I walk out the door, they have a broad range of things to say to me. The spectrum of possibilities ranges from calling me a diddler, a little kid diddler, or implying that that's what I wish. They present options and they do dialogues which suggest that I should be hanging out with little kids, if you know what I mean. They are involved in pandering, is what I'm saying. Pandering little kids. They just as much as be pushing into that option. So, and since I'm a potential presidential candidate, once we resolve this issue, this is how they're stopping me with material they know that won't work, but it's just amounts to throwing a body in the middle of the road just to make you go around it, which is what they've been doing for years and years and years. So the people in Richmond are confused about what's been going on. That's what's been going on. NBC 12 here in Richmond is involved in this. That weirdo Andrew Frieden up there has been. I don't know if you follow the news at noon and I guess noon and 6. I guess a bunch of different broadcasts during the day. He does a little bit called Gold Member, and what do you think Gold Member is when he's doing his bit? Let me tell you, uh, it's uh, it's not the gold card. It's something south of there. And so, without getting real descriptive, he's disgusting, and these people. Some of them over there are animals. I don't know how anyone like him landed at Channel 12 over there doing that material and calling it um, useful or normal programming at all. But um, I don't know exactly who's programming this over here, but I know MSNBC and NBC and probably Comcast, since they own the net, they own those the NBC network. So um, anyway, when I walk out the door, I am basically called a pedophile, or I'm presented with the option of becoming one. And so, just so you know, um, the David Gregory's of the world are involved in this. David Gregory, from NBC, Meet the Press. They they stuffed me, stoned me, whatever word you want to use. They're doing a little propaganda routine uh, against my pursuit of happiness, and all these other things are just so disgraceful. It's hard to even imagine anyone could do it and not be prosecuted. So why do you figure people get away with stuff like that without an apology having to be offered? Apology? How do you apologize for that, right? Yeah. How do you apologize for something like that? Okay. So first thing you gotta do is stop it, and then deal with that later. But these people saw me as a political, um, politically viable person, and they did something stupid. So now they built a Mount Everest of molehills to cover up the stupid thing, which I can't even remember what it might have been or what they perceive it to be. But it's probably changed throughout the years. But everybody brings their little molehill, and then they build their own little mountain, and out of imagined things they did or real things, and imagined things get in there, and things I don't understand and don't remember because it's been going on for so long. Yada yada yada. Here we are. these people, MSNBC, the entire network, looks to me like is just a tool to step on me, because they are so nauseatingly omnipresent in my neighborhood. They will not let anything breathe breathe a breath of fresh air or freedom. Um, that's a few metaphors for you, but the world is full of metaphors. And NBC, the network of the intelligent option from when I was a kid, as compared to the other two, ABC and CBS. Now they become a network of saboteurs and dividers and liars and little cheap trick artists. So that's what I put up with. NBC 12 has people over there who are also still doing um, stuff that is necessary to suppress my rise to get on a soapbox. I don't want to stand on a soapbox to point them out for any for the rest of my life, or for any amount of time at all. But if they can get out of my way, that'd be just awesome. And just telling you what they're doing here. So this is not just a we don't like you, we're gonna block you routine. They maybe don't like me for because they got hired and then they're taking on that role. But I think it's time they should stop, and that's what they're doing. They're calling me a diddler, and once you start doing material like that, I'm just saying, I'm Tommy Hayfield, and that's what's on my mind here on the day before Memorial Day. I was a soldier, and I went to war. I didn't actually shoot a rifle in anger against an opponent, but the idea that you could go after someone like me who is willing to lay his life down is outrageous. Just saying. This is the day before Memorial Day. I'm Tommy Hayfield. Have a safe Memorial Day. A happy one.